Jennifer Lopez has come a long way since the day she filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. And honestly, when you look back at everything that's unfolded over the past year, it almost feels like we've been watching a movie about J.Lo's resilience and reinvention. On August 20th, 2024, Jennifer officially filed to end her marriage to Ben, closing the door on what was supposed to be a rekindled Hollywood love story that had everyone rooting for a happy ending. For months before that, speculation swirled that things weren't going well. The couple had been spotted apart, Affleck looked visibly stressed at public events, and Lopez, always the consummate professional, kept showing up polished and smiling, but behind the scenes, the separation was already in motion. By early January of this year, their divorce was finalized, just 20 weeks after her filing. And now, 1 year later, Jennifer Lopez is 56 years old, divorced, again, but more importantly, she's thriving in ways that make you wonder if this breakup might have been the best thing for her. A source close to Lopez told People that she's been having the time of her life this summer. And honestly, watching her schedule, her career moves, and her energy, you can see that statement isn't just PR spin, it's reality. She's been touring across Europe with her Up All Night tour, hitting Spain, Sardinia, and other stops, connecting with fans in a way only J.Lo can. The same insider said she loved connecting with her global fan base, and that the tour gave her focus and joy. And it shows. Every clip that surfaced online of these performances makes her look like she's in her element. It feels like she poured all that heartbreak and frustration from her marriage into her music and stage presence, and now she's on the other side of it, stronger and sharper. But Jennifer isn't just relying on music to tell her story, she's also heavily investing her energy into film again. Later this year, on October 10th, she'll star in the highly anticipated musical film adaptation of Kiss of the Spider-Woman. This project is deeply significant for her. She actually shot it in New York last year when her marriage with Ben was crumbling, and it's clear that this role holds symbolic weight. Sources close to her say she's come a long way since those difficult days, and now promoting this film feels like a triumph. At Sundance in January, she said she'd been waiting her whole life for the chance to star in a movie musical. And honestly, it makes sense. Jennifer has always been more than just a singer or actress. She's a performer who thrives when she can combine both. For her, Kiss of the Spider-Woman represents both a professional milestone and a personal victory, proving she can keep evolving no matter what personal challenges come her way. In fact, if you track Lopez's public appearances since her divorce filing, the timeline tells a story of someone choosing to focus on the positive. Right after filing, she appeared at the Toronto International Film Festival to promote Unstoppable, the wrestling biopic that she starred in and, ironically, Ben Affleck produced alongside Matt Damon. Despite the awkwardness of the situation, she handled it with grace, and during interviews, she even spoke about how the film touched on complicated life dynamics she could relate to. Fast forward to January 2025, and she was receiving the Legend and Groundbreakers Award from Variety, being honored for her long career and especially for Unstoppable. That same month, she was back at Sundance for the premiere of Kiss of the Spider-Woman, smiling, glowing, and telling fans she was grateful for her life. If anyone thought she would shrink or disappear into heartbreak after divorcing Affleck, she's proven them wrong. And of course, Jennifer has more lined up. After Kiss of the Spider-Woman, she's starring in the Netflix romantic comedy Office Romance alongside Brett Goldstein. Yes, Ted Lasso himself. Directed by Old Parker, the filmmaker behind Ticket to Paradise and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the film also features Betty Gilpin, Tony Hale, Amy Sedaris, and more. J.Lo has already teased that it's going to be a fun one, posting behind-the-scenes photos on Instagram. On top of that, she's producing and starring in a feature adaptation of Liv Constantine's novel, The Last Mrs. Parrish, directed by none other than Robert Zemeckis. So if anyone worried about Lopez losing focus after her personal life fell apart, the opposite has happened. She's busier than ever, and she's picking projects that really suit her strengths. Music-wise, the Up All Night tour has been a big highlight. Starting July 9th in Galicia, Spain, she delivered shows across Europe before wrapping in Sardinia on August 12th. Fans online raved about her energy, her choreography, and the nostalgia factor. For a woman in her mid-50s, she's proving that she can still command a stage like few others. And she's not slowing down. The Vegas residency at Caesar's Palace is coming up at the end of December to ring in 2026, with more shows planned for March. That announcement alone sparked major buzz because residencies are usually reserved for icons who can sell out repeatedly, and Lopez absolutely fits that bill. Now, as much as Lopez is thriving, people still can't stop talking about her and Ben Affleck. And honestly, that's understandable. Their love story is one of Hollywood's most famous roller coasters, from meeting in 2002 on the set of J.Lo to becoming the original tabloid super couple Bennifer, to breaking off their engagement in 2004 and then rekindling things nearly 20 years later. It always felt like their story had a fairy tale element. When they reunited in 2021 after Jennifer's split with Alex Rodriguez, fans went wild. By 2022, they were engaged again, then married. First in a Las Vegas quickie wedding, then in a lavish Georgia ceremony. They blended families, they got matching tattoos, and for a while, it seemed like they had finally found their forever. But behind the glam, the cracks were there. Affleck himself once said the media attention during their first relationship was suffocating, and while Jennifer seemed to thrive in the spotlight, he struggled with it. When they reunited, some hoped things had changed, but maybe the same problems resurfaced. By April 2024, they listed their separation date, and by August, Lopez filed. By January 2025, it was over. And here's the thing, sometimes love stories don't get that happily ever after we all root for. I personally think Jennifer gave this marriage everything she had. You can see how much she adored him, and the way she spoke about their second chance always sounded genuine. But if the relationship wasn't healthy or fulfilling, walking away might have been the smartest choice she could make. Judging by her energy today, she seems lighter, freer, and more in tune with herself. Affleck, meanwhile, has been quieter publicly, focusing on his kids and career. Maybe for him, this divorce feels like a relief from the spotlight. Either way, the two have a long history, and despite how it ended, there's no denying the love was real at one point. Looking back, it's kind of fascinating to see how much Lopez has weathered in her personal life while still building one of the most successful multi-hyphenate careers in entertainment. She's been married 4 times now. Mark Anthony, Ohani Noah, Chris Judd, and Ben Affleck. And yet, none of those relationships have stopped her from pushing forward. She co-parents her twins Max and Emmy with Mark Anthony, and by all accounts, she's very close with them. That balance of being a mom while maintaining a demanding career is something Lopez doesn't always get enough credit for. So here we are, 1 year after she filed for divorce, and Jennifer Lopez is showing the world that endings don't have to break you. They can actually propel you into a new chapter. From world tours to movie musicals to upcoming rom-coms and Vegas residencies, she's reminding everyone why she's been relevant for more than 2 decades. And honestly, it's inspiring. Not every celebrity bounces back this way. Some fade into the background, some spiral, but Lopez has always had that Bronx-born survivor energy. She knows how to turn heartbreak into fuel. Whether you'll love her or not, you have to admit, that's impressive. So, do I think Jennifer Lopez has truly moved on from Ben Affleck? Yes, I think she has. She's made peace with it, she's grateful for what she has now, and she's not looking back. She once said their first breakup in 2004 was the biggest heartbreak of her life, but this time she seems more at peace. Maybe because she knows she gave it another shot. And now, instead of being stuck in what could have been, she's living in what is. A career at its peak, a global fan base cheering her on, and a life she clearly feels grateful for. If you ask me, Jennifer Lopez is doing just fine without Ben Affleck. In fact, she might be doing better than ever.